Biblical Shakers, we will continue with the study of the book of Psalms this week with the reading of one chapter each day, Monday through Friday, beginning with chapter 120 and ending with chapter 124. Devotions are posted to correlate with each chapter. And if you haven't checked out my blog, please do so at biblicalshakers.blogspot.com. Psalms 120 through 134 are called pilgrim psalms and songs of ascent. They were sung by those who journeyed and thus ascended to the temple for the annual feasts. Each psalm is a step along the journey. Psalm 120 begins the journey in a distant land in hostile surroundings. The psalm is anonymous, yet fits the life of David or any faithful Israelite who suffered slander. These 7 verses are an individual lament representing a heartfelt cry from the writer, urgently asking for deliverance from false tongues, with a longing for peace amidst a world of deceit and conflict. This psalm is a testament to personal struggles and the spiritual journey towards serenity and divine intervention. Be sure that you lift your eyes high enough so that you see by faith the great God who cares for you as you read the 121st chapter, a favorite of many. These words are a song that expresses assurance and hope in God's protection day and night. The psalmist looks to the hills, recognizing the grandeur of creation and thus the greatness of the Creator. It's an intimate prayer of trust, acknowledging that help comes from the Lord, the Master of heaven and earth. Through every trial and tribulation, the writer clings to God's promise of perpetual protection, drawing strength and comfort from his increasing vigilance. Do you really rejoice when you have the opportunity to go to God's house and worship him? The pilgrim in the 122nd chapter, attending one of the 3 great religious festivals, rejoiced to worship with God's people in his house. If we are close to God and enjoy his presence, our attitude will determine our view of worship. And then the chapter ends with a prayer for peace, which includes completeness, health, justice, prosperity, and protection. Throughout their history, the Jews have often had to endure the scorn and contempt of their enemies. God's people, journeying in chapter 123, ran up against the crowd, going in the other direction. As they had to do on the road to Zion, we too must also do. Number 1, we must look to God in heaven with faith and not at the enemy. 2, we must look to God's hand, for he tenderly cares for us. And 3, we must look for his help, for there is mercy available for us when our heart is filled with pain. Do not ever feel trapped by overwhelming odds, do you? Well, the Lord is on our side when people want to devour us, as read in chapter 124, verses 1 through 3. Or when circumstances seem to drown us, verses 4 and 5. Or when Satan tries to deceive us, verses 6 through 8. No problem is beyond his ability to solve. God will provide a way out. We only need to trust him and be alert and watch for his way in our lives. Our help is in the name of the Lord, the Master of heaven and earth. Next week, another 5 chapters in Psalms. So we'd love to have you join us because Biblical Shakers makes reading the Bible way more enjoyable for you. And I pray that the Lord will put a hunger on your heart.